What is up everyone, it is Sacred Saiyan here, welcoming you to the third episode of the series, What if Sacred Saiyan was in Dragon Ball? If you end up liking today's video, then please consider subscribing. It is free, and you can always unsubscribe later. There's a link in the description of the video to join my Discord server, and also to become a channel member if you want to support the channel. I have another channel where I post Star Wars What Ifs, and I posted the first video on my gaming channel as well. So if you want to check them out in the description of the video, then you can. And with all of that out of the way, let's get into the third episode of What if Sacred Saiyan was in Dragon Ball? Goku, Tien and I are all standing in front of the notorious Ginyu Force. And even though I know me and Goku could easily handle the Ginyu Force with our current strength, I know Tien can't. And I know we're going to need as much power as we can get for when we face off against Frieza. So I shout for Krillin and Gohan to take Goku and Tien to the Grand Elder Guru in order to get their potentials unlocked. I'll handle the Ginyu Force alone. Raccoon laughs, saying that I don't stand a chance. However, I then appear in front of Raccoon, grabbing his leg and throwing him into the sky, then shouting, "Dirty fireworks," as Raccoon is incinerated. I then again shout for the others to go, and this time they finally leave. The only one who stays is Vegeta, as he stares at me in awe. But then, he regains focus, and follows after the others. I then fly into the air, the remaining Ginyu Force members following close behind, and surrounding me in a triangle formation. Captain Ginyu even arrived, after detecting my suppressed power level on his scouter, which still surpassed his own power. The Ginyu Force all rushed towards me at once, Berta being the first to attack, with a kick to my neck. However, I catch his leg, then slamming him into Jice, sending the two flying back, and I then lock fists with Captain Ginyu. Captain Ginyu commends my power, saying that he hasn't seen anyone as strong as me other than Lord Frieza himself along with his family. I then smirk, saying that Ginyu hasn't seen anything yet, and as I am about to show Ginyu my true power, Captain Ginyu kicks me back, making me fall into the arms of Berta, who gets me in a full Nelson. I begin to panic, knowing what is about to happen, and I attempt to break out of Berta's grasp. However, his grip on my body is too tight for me to break free. I damn the world, as Jice begins to laugh, and Captain Ginyu punches a hole in his own chest, and then he stretches out both his arms and legs as he shouts, "Change now!" We now head to the group of Goku, Tien, Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta, all at Frieza's ship. With all the Dragon Balls gathered, Goku and Tien have both had their potentials unlocked, giving them a considerable boost in power. However, Vegeta wasn't even allowed to enter the Grand Elder Guru's home, because of his unpure heart. The group are waiting for Sacred to arrive. However, once they see the figure of Sacred finally come into view, Goku sees the scouter, and instantly realizes what happened, then shooting a ki blast at the figure of Sacred, which destroys the scouter, and explodes in the man's face. The figure of Sacred lands, alongside Jice and Berta, the man asking how Goku caught on so quickly, but Goku says, "It's simple. Sacred would never need a scouter, and he could also sense a malicious ki, which Sacred doesn't have. Not only that, but before they even arrived on Namek, Sacred warned him about an ability which one of the Ginyu Force members possessed, which allowed them to switch bodies with people." Captain Ginyu was shocked, wondering how Sacred knew about his secret ability before they even arrived on the planet. But he isn't given time to ponder this, as Goku kicks Ginyu in the jaw, knocking him back into a mountain. Jice and Berta then go to punch Goku in unison. However, Goku catches both of their fists, throwing them to the feet of Tien, and he tells Tien to handle them. Goku then cracks his knuckles, saying that he also forgot to mention that Sacred told him the body swap ability's fatal flaw. It doesn't allow Ginyu to use Sacred's full power, does it? Ginyu says that Goku is lying. This is that Saiyan's full strength. He saw this exact power level with his scouter. Goku then smiles, saying that Sacred was suppressed that entire time, and it seems Ginyu is only able to utilize that suppressed state of power. I arrive inside of Captain Ginyu's body and tell Goku that it's me. Goku realizing I'm telling the truth after sensing my ki, and he then tells me to wait there as he rushes towards Ginyu in my body and begins to fight him, holding back at first. However, I tell Goku to go all out. There's a healing chamber inside of Frieza's ship I can use afterwards. Goku then decides to go all out, beating Captain Ginyu in my body to a bloody pulp, until Ginyu eventually tries to steal Goku's body, and I jump in the way, regaining my own body. And when Ginyu attempts to steal Goku's body again, instead of throwing a frog in the way, I use my remaining ki to fire a big bang attack at the captain of the Ginyu Force, ending him once and for all. Goku brings me to the healing chamber and places me inside of it, then telling the others it's time they summon the dragon. However, once they attempt to do this, nothing happens. They quickly come to the conclusion that they need to speak the Namekian language in order to summon the dragon. So as Gohan and Krillin begin to fly to the Grand Elder Guru's home, in order to get the code to summon the dragon, Vegeta decides to take a rest while he can, and Goku Tien guard me while I main the healing tank, and they try to discuss a strategy for facing the strong malicious ki that they sensed earlier. Gohan and Krillin meet Dende on their way to the Grand Elders, and Dende explains that he was sent there in order to help them summon the dragon called Porunga, and the three then head back to Frieza's ship. When the three arrive, they are greeted by Goku and Tien, and then they all fly a short distance away. Dende then summoning Porunga and asking the four what their wishes are. They have 3 wishes. The first 2 wishes are used in order to revive Piccolo and to bring him to Namek like normal. And like in canon, Vegeta arrives shortly after, as he wants the 3rd wish for himself. And it is this distraction which wastes time, and the Dragon Balls then turn to stone. Frieza then arrives on the scene, Vegeta stepping up to face the tyrant like normal, and the two seem to be evenly matched, while Frieza is in his first form. However, after Frieza transformed into his second form, Tien steps in, and seems to have a slight edge over Frieza. Frieza then realizes he has to get serious. He is still heavily outnumbered, and he is sure that the Saiyan in the orange clothing is even stronger than this Triclops he is facing, so his third form isn't going to be enough. Frieza transforms all the way to his final form, then extending his fingers as he shoots a flurry of death beams, piercing the chests of Tien, Vegeta, Krillin, and even Gohan. I then arrive. Dende decided to speed up my healing by coming to the healing tank and healing me himself. However, when I arrive, I see Piccolo, who is merged with Nail, just landing behind me. And when I see Goku, his entire body is shaking as lightning strikes around him. I then look around, my eyes widening as I see the bodies of Vegeta, Gohan, Krillin, and Tien. I haven't spoken to Krillin that much as of yet, and I don't really care about Vegeta. However, Gohan has been like a nephew to me, and me and Tien grew a strong bond during our training together. My body then begins to shake, in the same way as Goku's. I then shout for Dende to run and try to heal them, Dende faintly saying he doesn't think that they are still alive. But I shout for Dende to do it! Dende then runs over to the 4 bodies, Piccolo then following closely behind, and when Dende reaches them, it is as he expected, they are all dead. Piccolo picks up Krillin and Tien's bodies, telling Dende to carry Gohan and leave Vegeta there, as they both fly to where they sense Bulma. They need to get her, and then find the gravity ship in order to get out of there, because Piccolo can tell that the planet won't survive this fight. Frieza laughs, pointing his finger towards Piccolo and Dende, but as he is about to fire death beams at the pair, the ground under him shakes. Frieza's eyes then widen, as there's a look of fear on Frieza's face, as not only did he create 1 Super Saiyan, but he created 2? Both Goku and I were engulfed by golden light, as both of us have golden hair and faces of sheer anger. Frieza instantly bulks up to his 100% form. However, even with this power level of 120 million, he is no match against Goku with a Super Saiyan power level of 250 million, and me with a Super Saiyan power level of 300 million. Frieza isn't even close in strength to one of us, so with me and Goku fighting together with a fury of 1,000 suns, he doesn't even stand a chance. However, before Frieza is killed by our hands, he sends an attack into the core of Namek, which begins to destroy the planet. Everyone else has already been teleported to Earth, meaning now, me and Goku are the only people on Namek, and I lead Goku to the Ginyu 4 space pods for us to make our escape. These space pods taking us to Yardrat, where mine and Goku's training will commence. And this is where we're going to end off this part. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to like, comment, and please do subscribe. It is quick and easy to do. Also, I want to give a huge thank you to Father Ku, Yeti Myth, Tom Ahmud, Mystic Angel, Jonathan Way, XDK What Ifs, Crimson Dragon 5401, Neo Whitcomb, and Destroy God Broly for becoming channel members. If you want to be shouted out at the end of a video and get other perks like the channel members here, then there's a link in the description down below to become a channel member. It greatly supports me and it helps me immensely. with all of that out of the way, I hope to see you all in the next episode of What If Sacred Saiyan Was in Dragon Ball.